A while ago, Josh over at Toku Topics brought to light that Hasbro was putting the Lightning Collection on hold to roughly around about 2025. He and others talked to Hasbro, I think at San Diego Comic-Con, or it may have been another convention that Hasbro was there, especially Emily. And Emily confirmed that the line was on hold until they can figure things out. And this now kind of goes to Power Rangers in general, the entire line. Now, I believe Josh on the news because I don't think he would lie, and there is no intention of lying. What would it bring him whatsoever? I believe Josh 100%. But I know there are people in the fandom that don't believe rumors or leaks or anything until it kind of affects them. If they love the news, they will run with it till the end of time. But if it goes something against them, they don't like it whatsoever, and they just literally go on the defensive and say that they want to hear something from Hasbro direct, which is absolutely fine. But we all know that Hasbro is not going to say anything whatsoever because they don't want the sales to drop. They don't want to cause panic and get mass emails and like chat conversations, which I've seen online on Facebook, which again is kind of a really type of thing. But yeah, I think a lot of people want a song and dance. Maybe they want a quick PulseCon to release the information, video footage, whatever. And again, some people want that, fine. But when you have a go at people for dropping this news, it doesn't look that great, does it? Really? Why did I pull that face? Now, I want to say a big thank you to Super Sorrel for actually interviewing Emily as well as another person from Hasbro, and they had a really, really cool interview. Go check it out. Link is going to be in the description down below so you can check it out. It's really interesting if you want to know about G.I. Joe, Transformers, and other things in there. It's highly recommended. It was a really good interview. Now, I want to play you this clip and then we'll talk after it.
Obviously, Emily, you were on the Power Rangers team as well, were you? Is that right?
I was, yeah. I dabble in many things.
You dabble in, I see you're on a lot of teams nowadays.
Yeah.
Power Rangers. Is there anything you can say or anything we can talk about Power Rangers wise that's coming up?
So at least for the time being, the Power Rangers, we're taking a little bit of time off from doing Power Rangers toys as we're kind of figuring out what's happening next with the brand. So kind of stay tuned for news on Power Rangers. Unfortunately, nothing else that we can add at this point.
Now, officially, we've heard that. So it adds more to what we've been talking about and what other people who know people within Hasbro who get leaks, as well as people who know the toy industry. This has just been adding more to what's been said, and it's kind of interesting. Now, they don't really talk much about Power Rangers, which I feel is a complete shame because I would like to know more about the line rather than, hey, can you talk about this? And then all of a sudden just jump into movie news and be like, oh, hey, you know, the Power Rangers 95 movies, like anniversary's coming soon. And then they just talk briefly about that and then jump straight into Turtle news and stuff like that. I kind of wanted to know more about Power Rangers. But we got what we got. Super Sorrel does actually talk more about the comics a little bit later on, but again, nothing major to kind of go on there. As far as I know, they're very happy with Boom Studios, so I feel like Power Rangers is going to stay there for quite some time if Hasbro are very happy with them. Emily has officially said this, so this is the reason why I'm making this video. Now, personally, I would like Hasbro to actually come out all the time and give us more information to be transparent, you know, with us buying these figures completely, rather than being like, oh, hey, for an entire year, Power Rangers isn't coming out, so you've got to do with what is there, and I feel like there's not enough, and I would wholeheartedly like more. But we all know Hasbro is not going to suddenly drop a press release. They're not going to drop any sort of information. They're just going to kind of leave it so we go, oh shit, it's been a year. Fucking Power Rangers is back, isn't it? And then they make this whole big amazing thing presentation. I will talk about all of this in a bigger video much later on. But I wanted to bring what Emily has said now so everybody can hear about it. And I want to give a bit of advice. Now, there are well-known leakers, you know, people that have inside information that have been right spot on. I feel like we should be listening to them a lot more because they're the ones bringing us the information. Their sources are saying, hey, I can't officially talk about this, but I know you can, so here's the inside scoop. I feel like we should be listening to people who've been constantly right all the time to say, hey, this is the information that I've been given. I'm giving it to you. Do with it with what you will. Take it with a pinch of salt, whatever you want to do. But if they're the ones talking about this, if they're the ones releasing the information, then I'm more trusted to listen to them because they've been spot on all the time. If this was just a general, oh, hey, I got it once right and then I got it a million times wrong, then I wouldn't really believe them. But with Josh, I 100%, I mean 100% support him, trust him with whatever he says, and I will always stand by that because he's always been right. And why would he lie? I don't know why people would go, oh, he's just lying, because he's not. Now, I've seen this on Facebook when they don't want to believe that news. They would rather believe something that wasn't true. But again, I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, this gives kind of official clarity for people who want official news, that want an official word from Hasbro. So here we go. The Lightning Collection is on break for a while. I don't think Emily says how long it's for, so I'm going to guess what Josh has said is correct, and it'll be back in 2025 when at least the reboot news comes out or something like that, or if the reboot comes out in 2025. That's what I reckon. If it's out for longer, fair dues. If Josh hears anything, I will literally listen to him and go, that's really cool, and I will believe him. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think? Are you more inclined to believe more people who have got trusted sources that actually drop the information that we need? Or are you still on the boat of, hey, I will only believe it until Hasbro says it and I hear it from whoever at Hasbro's mouth? Let me know down below in the comments. I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much for listening and watching. If you want to help support the channel, then I have Patreon as well as the channel memberships. Go check them out. But yeah, with that, I'm going to bring the video to a close. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat, Kura Stanada. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。